There we go. And welcome everyone to today's meet and greet for Monday, February 21st. We're excited to be here with you. I'm going to serve as your host today for the meet and greet. My name is Jim Tanner, and I'm zooming in from my home in the suburbs, Metro West suburbs of Boston, Massachusetts. And we have folks, before we hit record, we were sharing where everybody was from. There's folks on from all over the United States and Canada and beyond. So I want to welcome you all today for this event. And if you would, as you're getting started, you're getting comfortable for the meet and greet, go ahead. There's a chat. You'll see that in the toolbar at the bottom of your screen. We'd love for you to just officially say where you're joining us from so we can all see how many of us are coming in and from all these different parts of the US and Canada. It's exciting to see this growth. And I'm watching the chat light up. It's so great to see everybody from all over. Of course, I know a lot of you and I'm seeing on the screen, but also there's a lot of new faces as well. And that's really the point of the meet and greet here today. So I'd like to talk with you and about a few points that I think are really important to consider. And then I'm also going to be introducing you to several members of our organization. And I'm really excited about that part, but I don't want to rush into that because there's a few things I'd like to share with you. There's folks here that are brand new, and welcome to you. You're new, you just started your business with us, and there's folks that are still completing the company orientation training videos, and you're just here to meet the team and see who we all are, put some faces and names and voices together. And there's folks that have been with us for decades, all on this meet and greet right now. But for those of you that are just getting started in the business, I want to talk to you about what makes a great business opportunity. And I believe that there are three legs of the stool. If you want to imagine a stool, there's three legs, and you have to have all three legs, or when we talk about a stool, it falls over. Well, if you don't have all three legs and you're looking at being in business, you're in an even worse precarious position than if you're just on a stool with less than three legs. And I want to talk to you about what those three legs are. Well, the first leg of the stool is the opportunity that you've been learning about with Legal Shield and ID Shield. And opportunity is important, but it's only one of these three components. And when you think about our opportunity, we have that. We have an incredible opportunity. First of all, our services. You've been learning about Legal Shield and ID Shield as you've gone through the company orientation. So all I'm doing is reminding you of what you felt when you watched those videos yourself. People need these services. You probably watched that video and you said to yourself, how did I live this long in my life and not know that Legal Shield and ID Shield was an option for me and my family? I mean, that's the way I felt when I saw it for the first time. Well, 1,000 people a day right now are having that same realization. They're subscribing to these services because they just flat out make sense. And last year in 2021, over 400,000 people joined the Legal Shield community so that they could live life worry-free, so that they could protect themselves and their family. Many of them small business owners that are protecting their business and the employees of that business with our suite of services. Sleeping better at night, knowing that when legal issues or identity theft lands at their front door, they don't have to get frustrated or panic. They can just tap a couple buttons on a mobile app, and experts that know what to do will step in on behalf of that individual and their family. That's reassuring. That's living life worry-free. And again, 1,000 people a day. So when you're looking at an opportunity, the question is this an opportunity that makes sense to the public? Is it priced right? Do people want these services when they discover that they exist? And the answer is yes. And again, I think you've already come to that conclusion going through our training. But the next thing is that really makes this opportunity amazing is the timing for opportunity. We right now, when you think about businesses that you can operate from your home without all of the overhead of traditional business, without going to the bank and borrowing thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars, without mortgaging your home and your family's future on a gamble and hope that it works, you can start a home-based business and you can be in business right away. That's a home-based work revolution. And what's fueling that right now is really this pandemic period we lived through where so many people On one side of the table were forced to work from home. And you know what they realized? They realized that they could get the work done without a boss breathing down their neck, without a commute in both directions, without having their whole day eaten up by the politics of the office. And then on the other side of the table are the people that didn't have the luxury of moving from their office job to their home because they didn't have office work. And these are people that we call frontline workers, right? Folks that have been constantly in a position of having to go out and be out. And in those early days when we had more questions than answers, not knowing if being out was going to expose them or their families to a catastrophe. People, in other words, want control. As we move into this next stage of our lives, people want to be their own boss with no cap on their income, no cap on their ability to move up, to get promoted, and nobody telling them what to do. And I understand that because 18 years ago, I traded managers for mentors when I came to this company. And I am grateful for that because I never looked back. Also, when you talk about an opportunity, this first leg of the stool, you need a company who stood the test of time. And in April, we're about to celebrate a 50-year tradition at Legal Shield, a company that was started by our founder, Harlan Stonecipher, to balance an imbalance in our justice system, to make right something that was terribly wrong. And that is a mission that we continue on today. See, most companies don't last, but ours has and continues to thrive and grow. We're $1 billion company. And what about the results for the individuals, people like myself, independent Legal Shield associates? Well, right now, this company pays over 10,000 associates a monthly residual income. And by starting this business, you are able to create an asset called residual income and to be able to earn over and over again by just sharing the services that people subscribe for. And as they continue their subscription month after month, you continue to earn income for up to 240 months. That creates an environment where you can build on your work, where you can get paid again and again for something you did one time. And a company that's well-funded like Legal Shield can offer 1-year advance commissions. Well, that's just astounding to be able to have the first 12 months of your income paid to you in a bulk commission payment, and they pay us every single day. That creates cash flow. That means Monday through Sunday, every day, 7 days a week, money can be coming into your account. Listen, we all get bills every day. The bill collectors don't take any days off from licking a stamp, putting it on the envelope and sending it to us. And now you can balance that out because you can have that same ability of getting income every day, just like we get bills every day. In other words, it's a great opportunity. And as far as the timing, right now, Legal Shield is pouring gasoline on the fire for new associates to get started quickly with over $1,000 in bonuses that new associates are eligible for. I'll talk a little bit more about that, but you can fast start qualify and earn a $300 bonus right away, an additional $700 by qualifying for manager. And right now, on top of that, a $50 bonus, a thank you when you make your first sale, when you sign up your first subscriber, when you protect your first individual or family. That means Legal Shield is making sure that you know that they are serious about you changing your financial present and future while you're building a long-lasting legacy business. And it is a business, by the way. It's not a job. Some people, when they first start looking at our videos, they have kind of this job lens on their glasses. And hopefully by now you've understood that this is your own business. You're the boss. You're the CEO. And this is a business that you can start right now with our Business Builder bundle for $99 and a couple dollars more to protect your whole family, because that bundle includes the first month of Legal Shield and ID Shield for you. And then again, you can also add your family, as well as the startup fee to become an associate. That's an incredible value. And I want to make sure that nobody ever confuses what it costs to launch your business with what it's worth to have your Legal Shield business. You're going to be introduced to people today that have earned over $1 million with their business, just like I have. You're going to be introduced to people that are just getting started and moving up through the ranks, and you're going to see and hear from folks that have completely transformed their lives with this business. That opportunity, which is what we tend to focus on, is just one leg of the stool. I want to share with you the second leg of the stool, what makes this all possible so that busy people, like I was when I got started working and commuting 80 hours a week, can still launch and grow a legal show business. People without sales skills or a lot of contacts, people that are not, that didn't go to college or whatever that thing is that you might be saying, well, I don't know if this would work for me. Because there's this second leg of the stool, a system, a proven success system, it can work for everybody that's willing to engage. As a matter of fact, I used to deliver furniture for a living. And at night, I worked at a retail store in the mall. I didn't go to college. I didn't have a lot of influence or connections. And yet I have been able to succeed in this business because I brought enthusiasm and coachability to a system that was already well-defined. I want to show you the system. Let me share my screen with you. I'm so proud of what we have here as a system. And hopefully you can see my screen. I know you can. Give me a thumbs up. I can see all of you. Let's see. Oh, hey, look at that. I love that. Full participation meet and greet. That excites me. Because we have a system, we have training and support. And I just want to show you, I'm borrowing someone's back office that's in our team here. And right here, you've probably been through our company orientation training. And I'm excited for you if you have. And if you haven't, finish that up because that's really the first step to launching your business. But every Monday morning, just like today, we meet as a team, 9:00 a.m. Central. And you might be thinking, well, listen, I'm in a place where that's pretty early, like on the West Coast, or you're in Hawaii or Alaska. We record and archive every one of these trainings. Look at this, going back, our friend Mike Riches, the younger brother of our founder, the vice president of training for Legal Shield Business Solutions, trained us this morning, and it's already up here today. So you can take our trainings with you in the car, to the gym, wherever you go. You can wrap this business around your busy life and learn wherever you are and wherever you go, because this is available to you on the cloud in real time and on any device. And it's totally searchable. You'll see up here, there's a search bar. That's my favorite thing. So I can type in a topic or a speaker and I can get access to that person. And I can stream these trainings or I can download them to my device. Now, I think that if that's all I had to show you, that really supports this second leg of the stool. So you can see that all of the mentors are training us constantly and all of that information is archived. But the potential to be able to launch your business right away and begin earning income right away, to be able to get those first deposits, what we call a belief check, is closer than ever. Because today, when you start your business, all of our success team associates, and by the way, I should mention, you see that logo on the top of the screen, Success Team. Well, Success Team, these are tools that are available exclusively to you and I as members of this team. You have this powerful membership website. Every one of us have a website created for us that's ready as soon as we launch our business. And this presentation, 11 minutes and 19 seconds by Melissa Peters, who has signed up over 10,000 subscribers. She knows the presentation. She does an eloquent, nearly perfect job of presenting our services. This is your website, just like Tony's here. He's got his picture and his contact information. This is your website. You'll be able to share this with people on an unlimited basis. When I got started, I had a VHS tape with a presentation like this on it, and I only had one, and I had to take it to people and show them the video. But today we can do split-second marketing, and there are no barriers or borders, because if you can send a text or an email, you can do this business. And Melissa Peters will do the presentation, and right here on your website, it's capable of allowing your prospects to sign up for the services totally digitally. There's no products to deliver. There's nothing to mail to anyone. It's all done instantly, and your commissions are generated right away. That's power to be able to be in business as soon as you start your business. And equally powerful is you have a recruiting website, because you can build a team and create leverage and pay forward the opportunity that someone shared with you. I'll bet you've all seen this video. The founder of Success Team, Mr. Mark Riches, in 23 minutes tells his story, talks about our services and our company's mission, and does a great presentation of why people may be interested in learning more about this opportunity. Again, you have this website. The moment you get started, you can share what was shared with you, and folks can even go forward using this purple button and access the incredible company orientation training. Isn't that great? Isn't that exciting? As a matter of fact, if you're not driving a car or piloting an airplane, just go into the chat and just say yes if you think it's exciting to be able to have your own personal websites available to you the moment you get started in business. You don't have to build them, program them, pay a programmer. You don't have to get a graphic designer. It just works, and it works as soon as you get signed up. We also have training on how to build a team. Look at that. Thank you very much. We have training on how to build a team, how to access the business solutions division where we market Legal Shield and ID Shield as a voluntary benefit, where you can do a presentation to 10, 50, 500 employees at a time at their job site and help them get these protections. All of this is available to you. And remember, a moment ago, I said that Legal Shield has poured $1,000 in new bonus money out for new associates to get started, to give your business the attention it deserves right away. Well, we're matching their commitment here at the team by teaching you exactly everything you need to know to qualify for that $1,000 in bonus money and to take it off the table and put it in your bank account. We call it Fast Start Training. We do this training every Thursday. You can register for it as soon as you become an associate and join us this Thursday evening. We're going to teach you exactly what you need to know to put those dollars in your pocket and to launch your business the right way, to build it big and to build it right so that it builds and pays residual income for years to come. That's powerful. And by the way, you are in business for yourself, but you're never in business by yourself. We put right here your sponsor's contact information. So Tony sponsors me. Look at this. There's Jim Tanner, my contact info. You never have to wonder who to call or how to get a hold of them because we are here to support your growth. Your success is our success in this team. I'm so proud of this system. And again, only available to members of this team, only available to success team members. So let me unshare my screen. Isn't that cool? Isn't it nice to know that you can build this business spare time, part-time? You can make it your full-time career, or you can do what I did. You can leave behind the world of work if you choose to. That's what I wanted to do. By the way, I wanted my freedom. I wanted to be my own boss. That's what I wanted in life. But I didn't know how to do it. I needed mentors. I needed a community. I needed a system. And that was what was so powerful about getting involved with Legal Shield and Success Team. And that's really my third point. So you have a great opportunity. You have a system that works for people, no matter how much time you have or what your experience is, if you engage in the system. And the third leg of that stool, what makes it strong and keeps it going, is that community. That we are doing this together, that there are people who've already achieved exactly what your goals are in this business. And they're not just people to point to and say, look what they did, but they are really right here. We're all standing by to cheer you on, to run with you and support you on your Legal Shield journey as you take those first steps and continue on to your individual goals. I want to introduce you to some of the team, some of the folks that have had great success and have been influential in the success of others. And we're going to start where I am here in Massachusetts with Miss Holly Lavaro. Holly?
Hey everyone, so glad to be here. A little bit about myself is I worked in the food industry for 9 years, and when I got offered to work in the management, it sounded intriguing, but really what ended up happening was I was working 60 hours a week, only getting paid for 40. I'm sure some of you know how that feels. But for me, I was a single mother and I was working every weekend and holiday, and I just knew I wanted something more. So when I left there, I ended up working 4 jobs to substitute the income. And that was when I was shared this opportunity. And at first, I was impressed by the money that was able to be made, but I had never done anything like this before. And I wasn't sure if I had the time or the ability, but I was so intrigued. I loved the mission, the services, and the vision. And once I joined, what really attracted me the most and kept me going was the support and the personal development that's just available through this company. And if you come on and you follow the system and you stay plugged in, you will succeed. This company has been the biggest blessing in my life. It's given me the ability to grow into the professional woman that I've always strived to be. And I have just never been more excited for the future. And I look forward to working with others, showing them the way to their own financial and time freedom while they build their legacy for their family and I build mine. So thank you for letting me share, and I'll turn it back over to you, Jim.
Thank you, Holly. In one of my favorite places in the world, Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Appreciate you joining us. We're gonna jump all over the map. So stay with us here. Now we're going to Texas to Mr. Dave Mesker. Dave.
Thank you, Mr. Tanner. Good evening, everybody. Let me share my background. I come from the industry of broadcast television. So when you see TV commercials on the air, I used to sell those. Unfortunately, in May of 2020, I was laid off due to the pandemic. 400 of us were let go on the same day. But not very long afterward, Mark Riches reached out to me. So in late January of last year, I joined the company, and currently I'm a senior manager. And what that means, guys, is my commission level has grown 4 times already. So what that means as well is you'll have the ability to do your own recruiting. I really enjoy it. You can pull up to 1,000 resumes a week through Career Builder. It's something I've never done before, but I found out I'm pretty good at it. I love to do the training. And once you start building a team, you'll realize a second level of income because you'll make a percentage off of each team member you recruit when they make a sale. I want to also talk about the support like Jim and Holly did. It's out of this world. I mean, at the beginning, just feel comfortable knowing this. You aren't going to know what to say, but you don't need to. All you have to do is invite people to a Zoom meeting or a 3-way call, and we'll do all the talking. All you'll need to do is introduce us, and we'll take it from there. Something else I wanted to touch on is becoming a member of both Legal Shield and ID Shield. It's in your best interest, actually, to become a member of both for 2 reasons. First off, I've taken advantage several times, and it saved me thousands of dollars on attorney fees. It's also in your best interest because you'll sell more memberships by sharing stories of how you were helped by being a member. For instance, I contacted my provider attorney firm to rewrite my will. It didn't cost me a dime, and it hadn't been updated in like 10 years. So that saved me probably $2,000. So what I like to say is this: would you like to pay $360 a year or $360 an hour? That's what you'll probably be paying in attorney fees, if not more. One last thing, and remember this: you're only limited by the effort you put into this and the God-given talents you have been blessed with. And Mr. Tanner, I'll give it back to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mesker. And let's see, we've done East Coast, we've done the central area. Let's go to Las Vegas, Nevada, to Brooke Buchanan. Brooke.
Well, hello, everybody. My background is luxury hotels. I started there 20 years ago. I was going to school, and I was a housekeeper, and I worked my way up, supervisor, and then into management, and something I always wanted to do and be the best at, and wanted to make these perfect rooms for Forbes and earn the 5-star diamond hotel awards. And it was great, but it was a lot of stress, 6-7 days a week, 12-hour days, making rooms perfect. And just yes, that was great and it was awesome, but I mean, I was only making $35,000 a year, and I just wasn't getting anywhere with it. After about 20 years, I was just like, man, I'm just too stressed out. I can't do this anymore. So, I found Legal Shield somehow. Legal Shield found me, but, I just was able to work the system. And you're going to hear a lot of people talk about working the system here. Just stick with that and you'll be fine. And that's all I have. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Brooke. Isn't it great to hear folks from all these different backgrounds, different parts of the country? Let's keep it going now to Alabama. Keith Wilson. Keith.
Well, thank you, Mr. Tanner. I retired as the chief investigator for the Marshall County Sheriff's Office with over 35 years in law enforcement. Some 20 years ago, a retired deputy sold me a Legal Shield plan. Then we advanced 20 years later, and I was offered the opportunity to become a Legal Shield associate. So I jumped at that opportunity because I knew how powerful Legal Shield was. And I knew how powerful the plans were. So then we'll jump forward 7 more months. I advanced to manager, fast start qualified to manager. And now I'm one of the top recruiters for Success Team. And I wanted to talk about the success or the support you get from Success Team. And it starts at the top and it goes all the way to the bottom. We all communicate, we share tips and stories with each other. And you'll get all the support that you need here to get your business started, like I said, from the top to the bottom. You can call me, you can call Mr. Mesker, you can call Brooke, and we're all here to help you get your business started along with Mr. Riches and Mr. Tanner. So my saying is always this: if I can do this, anybody can. Back to you, Mr. Tanner.
Thank you so much, Keith. I just love that. And I love all of your background in law enforcement. I just really think that's so incredible. Let's see, where are we going to go next? Ohio. Back to the middle of the country to Mr. John Fehrenbach. John?
Hey, everyone. I'm super excited to be here this evening. I started my Legal Shield business about 6 months ago now. My past is varied from windshield installation tech to selling direct mail, and most recently the steel business. Then, as a lot of people have stories in their background with COVID and a layoff. When I discovered Legal Shield, I had several boxes that I needed to check for this business to make sense to me. It needed to have some type of recurring value, similar to a subscription service. This would ultimately create a residual income based on my production and efforts this month and carry into future months and maybe even into future years. And Legal Shield certainly checks that box. I was looking for a product or service that everyone needed and that everyone could wrap their arms around why they needed it. And Legal Shield checks that box. The business had to be duplicatable and simple, so I could teach others the business and subsequently earn override and commission based on their production and efforts. And of course, you know, me mentoring and helping them. Legal Shield hits all those boxes and continues to show positive results in my business based on the efforts that I put into it. I just reached the manager level. It truly feels like I'm in business for myself, but definitely not by myself. And I'm proud to be part of the Success Team family. If you haven't already taken the next steps to becoming an associate, I'd like to personally invite you to take the next steps now and start building your business today. Jim, thank you. Back to you.
Thank you very much, John. And we'll continue on to New Mexico to Jerry Butler. Jerry?
Hi, thank you, Mr. Tanner. You hear me okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Thank you. Well, it's so exciting to be here tonight. My background is in banking. I was a manager and a banker, teller, everything you could do in banking for a little over 40 years. The thing I really liked about that was I loved helping people. I loved working with my customers and then with my team. But like so many others said, after 23 years with my last bank, in the pandemic, they let me go. It was a real shock, but it created an opportunity for me to make a change. And that change turned out to be Legal Shield. Legal Shield has such a great opportunity. I can have my own business. I get to set my own schedule. I got started and now I've reached manager. I love the team, the awesome support and the training that we've got. I love that I can one more time help people connect with people, get them started on their needs with the membership. And then once I really plugged into the system, I've begun to build a team. And that's just so much fun. It's a great opportunity, and I look forward to working harder and doing more and building a bigger team. Thank you, Mr. Tanner.
Thank you very much, Jerry. And I also want to acknowledge joining us tonight, but not able to speak, is Melanie Knabb, a Millionaire Club member out of Louisiana. And she and I are two of the families of the over 340 now families that have earned over $1 million from our Legal Shield businesses. And Melanie is guiding light for all of us in the field. So we appreciate you. I just want you to think about that as we go to our founder here in a moment. Think about, how would your life change if Legal Shield put $1 million in your bank account? over the next few years? Would it change where your home is? Maybe your cars, where your kids go to school? Changed all of that for me. And the person that helped me to change all of that is the founder of Success Team, my personal mentor and mentor to all of us. Let's take it now to Tennessee to Mr. Mark Riches. Mr. Riches.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Mr. Tanner. It's been great hearing all the stories tonight. And, literally we could spend hours with just the people on this Zoom tonight and their story and hearing that success. And one of my favorite books with Legal Shield is this one. It's called The Profiles of Success. It's 390 pages of just people, and they publish it every year. 2021, this is last year's. And we're going to pick up our new one. They just came out with the new one. We can pre-order them now. But in the back of this book is all of these people that are listed 4 to a page make at least $50,000 a year in their Legal Shield business. And then all of these individuals starting about right here. So it jumps to 100 pretty quick. That little small section about there's the $50,000 earners, 4 to a page. And then these, when you're a $100,000 earner, they give you your full page. And it's just people from all walks of life. You heard tonight, it doesn't matter where you came from, and doing lots of different things in Legal Shield. Some are in business solutions, some focus on small businesses, some recruit and build teams. I mean, it's just whatever you pick and choose. Somewhere about right in here, it goes to 150,000 a year. It goes up to 200,000 there, 300,000, 250, and then 300,000. There's my little brother, Mike. Just because he said yes. I mean, I approached him. He said no. I approached him again. He said, not interested. I approached him again. Finally, after a while, he said, okay. He saw the lifestyle that Legal Shield was creating, and keep that in mind. Sometimes you approach someone, they say no. He eventually said yes. He's a Millionaire Club member many times over, and he made $380,000 last year in his Legal Shield business. So I'm glad he said yes. He's glad he said yes. And it goes on to 400 and 500 and 600. These are $1 million ring earners at the front there. They earn $1 million a year in their Legal Shield business, about $80,000 a month, all the way up to about $2.5–3 million a year income earners. It's your choice. It's your business. The best financial decision I made ever was 28 years ago when I was given this opportunity for $49. And I remember, I know that's a long time ago, but I remember the feeling in my heart. It's like, I don't know if I didn't have an extra $49. I wasn't destitute. I wasn't broke, but I didn't have extra money to invest in things. I was living in that apartment with those 5 kids. And I remember thinking, I hope this works. And I wrote out the check. We don't do that anymore, but I wrote out that $49 check, and I want to make sure I could cancel my memberships anytime. I mean, I was nervous and stressed, but guys, that was the best financial decision I've ever made or will ever make. It's paid me back $13 million. And because I wrote the check, because I stepped into the fear zone, I did it. I mean, I made it. I got in. I struggled a little bit up front. There were times I probably wanted to quit, but I didn't. I just stayed in there, stayed focused, figured out the business. Today, we've got such a great system, such a great training platform, such resources for people. It's really hard to not have success. I just can't imagine a person joining today and if they plug in, not being able to figure it all out and learn how to make a lot of money in this business. And you can see that. Hundreds and hundreds of Millionaire Club members, people that have made $1 million in their business. And we can't guarantee anyone that that's what they're going to make. We can guarantee you support. We can guarantee you that we're committed to your success. We're going to be here every Monday morning doing a webinar. We're going to be here every day at 5 o'clock doing a meet and greet with new people. We're bringing on more people right now than ever before in the history of our company and our team. And we'd love to have you a part of that. If you've recently joined, welcome. We're so excited to have you on the team, and we're committed to helping you have success in this business. You see hopefully some of that tonight by those sharing their success story with you. We're committed to your success. We're honored to have you a part of the organization, and we look forward to working hard and building hard with you. Back to you, Mr. Tanner.
Thank you very much, Mr. Riches. And Listen, most of you watching right now, you're just getting started in your business or you've been with us for a while. Congratulations on your continued success. For those of you that today you completed the company orientation training, you came to the meet and greet, you wanted to meet the team before you made your final decision, take the first step and launch your business. Get back to the person that invited you today and they'll help you get registered. It'll take 3 or 4 minutes to get that done. Then we'll get your websites activated almost instantly as well. And you can be in business right away. Thanks to all of the folks that joined us to speak today and all of you for taking some time out and spending that with us here on Monday, February 21st. Congratulations and welcome to Legal Shield.
Good to see everyone. Welcome.